Namaste, my dear children. I welcome you all for our second video on the lesson Mauritius, written by R.K. Lakshman. Children, in our previous video, we have collected few informations about the life of a very famous cartoonist of India, that is R.K. Lakshman. So, later we have got information about the famous character, cartoon character created by R.K. Lakshman, that is the common man. So for 50 years, in the very front page of Times of India daily newspaper, this R.K. Narayan's cartoon character, the common man, entertained India. Okay, so the cartoon came under the heading You Said It. So you have understood how beautifully or how in a very humorous way this character, the common man, explained the real conditions of the people of India, common people of India. Already we have completed discussing the first three paragraphs of the lesson. In the first paragraph, R.K. Lakshman has told that it became quite difficult for him to search this tiny island of Mauritius in the world map which he had got in his home. So that world atlas was very old one. The cockroaches and the moisture in the weather condition, okay, they have put some dots and specks on that atlas. That is why on the pages of that atlas, that is why it became difficult for him to search Mauritius. We have seen Mauritius is located in the southern hemisphere on the 20th latitude, 20th parallel, and it is somewhat 4,500 kilometers away from our Mumbai, located to the southwest direction from Mumbai. We have seen it now in our previous period. Then, in the third paragraph, R.K. Lakshman has told that his imagination about Mauritius before visiting Mauritius, how it was different from the real Mauritius. Okay, he learnt it when he toured Mauritius later. So, now let us continue with the lesson. So, in the beginning itself, I have told you this lesson, in this lesson, you will come across with many difficult words. That is why it is very necessary for you to keep your textbook open, and when I go on reading the paragraph, you also read those lines. Okay, then underline the difficult words there and write their meanings there. Okay, yes. So in the coming paragraphs, in the further paragraphs, R.K. Lakshman has very beautifully explained about the characters of the people of Mauritius. Then he has explained the social and the political conditions that prevail in Mauritius, and also he has given a brief description about the geographical features of Mauritius. Okay, so let us read the paragraphs now. Come to paragraph number 4. Here, Africans and Chinese, Biharis and Dutch, Persians and Tamils, Arabs, French and English all rub shoulders merrily with one another and emerge with a peculiar sense of oneness. A Tamil, for instance, bears a deceptively South Indian face and a name to go with it to boot, Radha Krishna Govindan, is indeed from Madras. I speak to him in Tamil. He surprises me by responding in a frightfully mangled English with a heavy French accent. Mr. Govindan has no knowledge of Tamil, and his tongue has ceased curling to produce Tamil sounds centuries ago. So, let us now know the meanings of difficult words. So, first one is, children, merrily. Merrily means happily. Okay. So, while we sing Christmas wishes, okay, how do we wish? We say that Merry Christmas. What is the meaning of Merry Christmas? Merry Christmas means Happy Christmas. Okay. So, merrily means what, children? Happily. Then, deceptively means misleading. Okay. Then, next, we have one more difficult word in this paragraph, that is Okay, that is mangled. Mangled means what, children? Severely damaged. What is the meaning of mangled? Severely damaged. So R.K. Lakshman says that in Mauritius, people belonging to different countries have got settled down there and they live very happily, rubbing their shoulders merrily. What is the meaning of rubbing shoulders merrily? So rubbing shoulders means living together. Okay, they, even though they belong to different countries. See, he says that in Mauritius, okay, in Mauritius, Africans and Chinese, Biharis and Dutch, okay, then Arabs, Persians, okay, then who else? Tamils, English, French, all these people, they rub their shoulders merrily. Means even though they have come from different countries and settled down in Mauritius, they are all living together very happily. Okay, then in Mauritius, he met a person. So by seeing his face, this R.K. Lakshman thought that he is a South Indian. Particularly, he belongs to Tamil Nadu. He thought that he is a Tamilian. Okay, he was a Tamilian. Then what did he do? He spoke to that person and he came to know that his name was Radha Krishna Govindan. So, Govindan, R.K. Narayanan, sorry, Govindan. So, when we have Veerappan, Govindan, all these names, we think that these people are from which state? They are from Tamil Nadu. Okay. So, this R.K. Lakshman. So, he thought that he is a Tamilian and he was supported by his name also. He thought that this person is a Tamilian and spoke to him in Tamil language. But how did that person respond? Did he speak in Tamil? No. Okay. He responded in a frightfully mangled English in a very heavy French accent. Okay. See, ಇವನು ಈ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅವನಿಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ ತಮಿಳ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ mangled, frightfully mangled English. Mangled means what, children? Just now I have told you, severely damaged. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ದ ಆದ್ರೆ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಕಚ್ಚಾ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ it was not spoken English, it was completely broken English. Understood? ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟದಾದಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ತರನು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತದ ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ frightfully mangled English, that too in which accent? French accent. ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮೂವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿರ್ಬೋದಲ್ಲ, ದೀಪಿಕಾ ಪಡುಕೋಣೆ, ಓಕೆ, ದ ಹೀರೋಯಿನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೂವಿ, ಶಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಂಟ್? ಶಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಇನ್ ತಮಿಳ್ ಆಕ್ಸೆಂಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ spoke in Radha Krishna Govindan spoke in frightfully mangled English in which accent? French accent. Okay, so then what happened? Let us see. See, this person could not speak in Tamil because centuries ago his parents, his grandparents have come to Mauritius and they have got settled down there, and in Mauritius itself this person has taken birth. Okay, he was born in Mauritius itself, Radha Krishna Govindan. That is why he did not get an opportunity to learn Tamil. ಅವನ ಅಜ್ಜನೋ ಮುತ್ತಜ್ಜನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದರ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅವನು ಏನ್ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ? ತಮಿಳನ್ನ ಕಲಿಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಸ್ ಟಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೀಸ್ಡ್, ಓಕೆ, ಟು ಹಿಸ್ ಟಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸೀಸ್ಡ್ ಕರ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಪ್ರನೌನ್ಸ್ ದ ತಮಿಳ್ words or Tamil sounds. Now, going for the next paragraph. Like others of his fellow men, his ancestors were brought to the islands as slaves or later as indentured laborers to work in the sugarcane fields and factories, or to cut timber in the jungle and haul it to the boats. Their roots in their original homelands withered and disappeared with the passage of time. All of them together happily came to share in the triumphs and defeats of whoever happened to be their masters among the buccaneering trinity of those days, the Dutch, the French, and the English, who constantly waged battle for the possession of the island for its spices and sugar, or just for the strategic position on the maritime route to the east, conveniently placed as it was for piratical purposes. Okay, so difficult words. So first one is indentured. Indentured means children bound by. Okay, indentured means bound by. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಷರತ್ತುಗಳಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬೌಂಡ್ ಬೈ. ಇಂಡೆಂಚರ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಜೀತದಾಳುಗಳು ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಡೆಂಚರ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್, ಬಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಲೇಬರ್ಸ್. ದೆನ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ pull or drag with effort. Okay, haul means what? Pull or drag with effort. Then withered means what children? Dry up or fade, die, perish. Withered means what? Dry up or fade, sometimes die or perish. Then trims. Okay, here trims means victory. Trims means what children? Victory. Then comes the next word, buccaneering. Buccaneering means highly adventurous. Okay, so the people who will be ready to take adventurous, go on adventurous activities, who are ready to take high risk, so they are called buccaneering. Then comes next word children, that is strategic. Okay, strategic means what? Important. What is the meaning of strategic? Very important. Then next one is conqueror. Conqueror means winner. Okay, we'll know about conqueror later. Strategic means what children? Important. So here R.K. Lakshman says that. So in the fourth paragraph he has told that in Mauritius we can find the people belonging to different nations, from India, from China, from Arabian countries. Okay, from France, from England, from all these countries people have gone there and settled down there. So ಯಾಕೆ ಹೀಗಾಯ್ತು ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಲ್, ದಿಸ್ ಮಾರಿಷಸ್ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಲನಿ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್. ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಕಾಲನಿ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ 250 years. Now in the same way the French people, okay, they had conquered, they have occupied the power in over Mauritius. Okay, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರೆಂಚರು ಮೊದಲಿದ್ರು ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಆಮೇಲೆ there was a competition between French, Dutch and the English. So R.K. Lakshman calls these people, the French, the Dutch and the English, as the buccaneering trinity. Okay, so trinity means children the group of three people. Okay, trinity means the group of three people. In Christianity, for Christian people, trinity andre it is a symbol of what? Holy symbol for them. Trinity andre their godheads, the Father, the Son and the Holy Spirit. So ee lesson nalli here R.K. Lakshman calls French, Dutch and the English as the buccaneering trinity, because they were very much adventurous. So they wanted to conquer the whole world. ಸೊ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ದೇಶವನ್ನ ತಾವೇ ಆಳ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳುವಂತಹ ಆಸೆ ಇತ್ತು ಇವ್ರು ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್, ಡಚ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ಗೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಂಪಿಟೇಷನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೀಸ್ ತ್ರೀ ಪೀಪಲ್. ದೇ ವೇರ್ ರೆಡಿ, ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ರೆಡಿ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ risks. They were very much adventurous. So these people, the French, the Dutch and the English, they had a competition among themselves and they ಅಷ್ಟಷ್ಟು ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಪವರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ರು ಆ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಎಸ್ಟಾಬ್ಲಿಷ್ಡ್ ಕಾಲನಿ ದೇರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೇಯರ್ ಕಂಫರ್ಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್. ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಿಂದ, ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಲೇವ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಚೀನಾದವರು ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಪರ್ಪಸಸ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ French there, English there, Dutch there, and these people who have colonized this Mauritius, they have brought the people from other different countries to help themselves. Okay, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು? ಸೊ ಟು ಕಟ್ ದ ಶುಗರ್ ಕೇನ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಶುಗರ್ ಕೇನ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಟು ಹಾಲ್ ದ ಟಿಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಟು ಹಾಲ್ ದ ಟಿಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮರಗಳನ್ನ ಕಡಿದು ಆ ಮರಗಳನ್ನ ಬೋಟ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಟಿಂಬರ್ ಮರಗಳನ್ನ ಕಡಿದು ಅದನ್ನ ಬೋಟಿಗೆ ಎತ್ತು ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಟು ಹಾಲ್ ದ ಟಿಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಟು ದ ಬೋಟ್. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ದೇ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ನೋ, ಹೂ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್? ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಡಚ್, ದೇ ನೀಡೆಡ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ನೋ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದೇ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ all these countries. Then how did these people live there? So these people who their ancestors, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ರಾಧಾಕೃಷ್ಣ ಗೋವಿಂದನ ಆನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಅವರ ಪೂರ್ವಜರನ್ನೇ ಆ ತರದ ಈಗಿನ ಜನರೇಷನ್ನಿನ ಪೂರ್ವಜರನ್ನೇ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಉಳಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಆಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಂಚರ್ಡ್ ಲೇಬರರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೌ these people who are living in Mauritius, they live together happily. So all these people, they used to enjoy the victory of all the three. I have told, no, once the French overcame the British and another time the British overcame the Dutch. So whoever won, whoever were the conquerors, the people of Mauritius, it may be a Tamilian, it may be a Chinese person, or it may be an Arabian person, so it may be an Indian person. So they enjoyed, they participated in the victory of any of the third party from the Buccaneering Trinity. ಅವರ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವರು ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು, ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇವರು ಕೂಡ ಎಂಜಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ why this Mauritius was very important for this Buccaneering Trinity, that is explained, that is also explained. So this Mauritius, it had got a rich sugarcane field. Now also it has got a rich sugarcane field. So for this sugarcane and for spices items, ಸಂಬಾರ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು. ಮತ್ತು ಇನ್ನೊಂದೇನು ವಿಚಾರ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಯುರೋಪಿಂದ ಹೊರಟು ಹೀಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಮೆರಿಟೈಮ್, ಇನ್ ದ ಸೀ ರೂಟ್ ದೇರ್, ದಿಸ್ ಐಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ಸೂಟೇಬಲ್ ಫಾರ್ ಪೈರೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೆಂಡ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು, ಫ್ರೆಂಚರಿಗೆ ಡಚ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕಿತ್ತು. ಮತ್ತು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಲ್ಲದೇನೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋದಂತಹ ಶಿಪ್ಸು ಯುರೋಪಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಧ್ಯದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರಿಷಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ, ಆ ಶಿಪ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಪೈರೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಪೈರೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಅಟ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ದ ಶಿಪ್ ಬೈ ಅನದರ್ ಶಿಪ್, ಅಟ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಒನ್ ಶಿಪ್ ಬೈ ಅನದರ್ ಶಿಪ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಟ್? ಪೈರೆಟಿಕಲ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಾಬರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಒಂದು ಶಿಪ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶಿಪ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ರಾಬರಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪೈರಸಿ, ಪೈರೆಟಿಕ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾರಿಷಸ್, he calls that it was in a very strategic place, important place. Okay, yes. Now what happens? Let us see in the next paragraph. However, the battle of 1810 ended all that in favor of the English. The French surrendered and handed over the island after extracting a favor from the conquerors that the French influence on the island be left intact. The English kept their word to the last day of their rule, which ended in 1968. And so we still have very musical but unpronounceable names like Travos Bishes, Biu Bessin, Carter Bornes, Cure Pipe, Rose Belle, and so on. So let us know the meanings of difficult words. Here, yes, conqueror. Conqueror means, children, what? Winner. Then intact means what, children? Not damaged. Okay. Then Trinity I have told that time only. So conqueror means winner, and intact means, children, intact means not damaged. So there was a competition, no, between the French, the Dutch, and among the French, the Dutch, and the English for the possession of Mauritius. Then what happened in the year 1810? Okay, in the year 1810, in the war that took place between the French and the English won. English won the battle, and Mauritius came under the complete control of England. Then up to 1968, see, Mauritius got independence after we got independence in the year 1947. ನಮ್ಗಿಂತ 21 ವರ್ಷ ತಡೆದು ಮಾರಿಷಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಇಂಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಸೊ in the year 1810 English got victory over the French. The French surrendered, but while leaving Mauritius the French asked one favor from the English. Okay, ನಮಗೊಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು. One favor the French asked from the English. The French requested that whatever influence already the French had made over the people of Mauritius there, it should be intact. ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಹಾಳಾಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್ ಏನು ಅವರ ಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅವರ ಟ್ರೆಡಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನೋ ಒಂದನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸಿದ್ರಲ್ವಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ, ಅದು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಫ್ರೆಂಚ್, ಫಾರ್ ದಿಸ್ request of the French, English responded in a very positive way. That is why even today in Mauritius we will come across with the people whose names will be the French names. Okay, so it is very difficult to pronounce their names. So Travox Bishes, Bu Bussin, Carter Bornes, Curie Pipe, Rose Belle, and so on. Okay, next let us continue. So here the people are extremely relaxed and warm towards strangers. In the streets, in the bazaar, in restaurants, it is common to be greeted and smiled at as if you were a long lost friend. Coming from Bombay, with my precast grim expression of a city dweller, I react awkwardly at first to such spontaneity and feel ashamed that I am not even able to produce a matching smile. Okay, now our author R.K. Lakshman explains the characteristics of the people of Mauritius. He says that so in the bazaar, in the streets and in the restaurants, it was very common, okay, to meet the people, and these people of Mauritius, they used to greet the strangers with a smile as if they were long lost friends. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟೋ ವರ್ಷದ ಹಳೆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಂಡಾಗ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಮೈಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವೋ, in the same way the people of Mauritius, they greet the strangers. Okay, so this R.K. Lakshman, he was the city dweller, means he was living in the city in Mumbai. Okay, so ಮುಂಬೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡಂತಹ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ನಾವು? ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಕಡೆ ಆದ್ರೆ in the villages we will not be strangers, we know our neighbors. Okay, we will mingle with all the people. But in cities, ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸಂಜೆ ಬರೋದಲ್ವಾ, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ನೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದೇರ್ ನೇಬರರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಿಮ್ ಫೇಸ್, ವಿತ್ ಗ್ರಿಮ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗ್ರಿಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್? ಇನ್ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಎಸ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ದ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್. Grim means very serious. Okay, so we will give a very serious look. Grim means what children? Very serious. ನಾವು ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ನಕ್ಕಿದ್ರೆ, ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ಪರಿಚಯಸ್ಥರು ನಕ್ಕರು ಕೂಡ ನಗ್ಬೇಕೋ ಬೇಡೋ ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ these people, they spontaneously smiled at him, but he couldn't give such a beautiful smile to them. ಸೊ ಮೊದಲು ಇವನು ಆಕ್ವರ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಳ್ತರ ನಗುತ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಟ್ he felt very sad because he could not smile at them as they did to him. Okay, for that he felt ashamed of himself. It means what? The people of Mauritius are very friendly. Okay, so with this, let us complete our class here. We'll continue the next paragraphs in our next video. Thank you very much, children.